What is up, guys? Welcome back to Thou Shalt Listen. I'm Tyler.
I'm Hunter. What's up, everybody?
It's been a little while, guys.
It's been a couple weeks with holidays.
Sorry if I look a little haggard. It has been a holiday.
Tyler had to work.
A lot.
Josh has had to work. That's why you ain't seen me live on the Twitch channel for y'all that follow us there. Y'all ain't seen me anywhere because it's been a busy couple of weeks, but it's finally starting to get back to normal.
Hopefully normal.
We finally got a podcast for you here. So, Tyler, you want to tell us about what we're diving into?
We are doing the 25 shocking video game theories that could actually be true. And these are mostly fan theories.
Could actually be through.
Could actually be true.
You said through.
I said
funny.
true. You just couldn't hear me.
But
anyways, we're going to jump straight into the list because this is a long one. Number 25, the Madden Curse.
Yeah,
So,
I've
this is
heard this one.
a video gamer theory of theories, okay? It started out as a joke, but grew to become a popular theory, starting with Garrison Hurst on the cover of Madden 98. Soon after he appeared on the cover, he broke his ankle. Of the 19 players that have been featured on the game's cover, 17 have suffered serious season-ending injuries soon after their video game's release.
Mm-hmm.
Just a coincidence? No telling.
I don't know.
Number 24. The Last of Us and Uncharted are in the same world. So Naughty Dog makes both Uncharted and Last of Us. They're also two of the most popular and famous video games of the modern age. Video gamers believe they're both in the same world, but with The Last of Us occurring years, perhaps decades after Uncharted. Some of the evidence includes an Easter egg newspaper in Uncharted pointing to a disease. They think that disease is the same one happening in The Last of Us. Now, if that is true, the main question remains, is Nathan Drake still alive? Or could he blow everyone's mind and show up in Last of Us 2 or 3?
Well, we know he's not in 2 because 2's already out, but he could show up in 3.
That'd be cool. Number 23. Every Call of Duty game is one long escort mission. This theory attends that every Call of Duty game is essentially a long escort mission, and the person they're escorting around is you. Characters are always telling you what to do in the game. Enemies rarely shoot at you, but shoot around you. Also, you're never really leading anything, but going from one place to the next with someone else in front of you.
Wow, I could actually see that, but...
We are the NPC.
Wow. I can actually see that, but I don't see where you get... That's a deep theory.
Right? Number 22. Limbo is about a boy reliving traumatic memories. So there's not much information provided about the world and game of Limbo.
Limbo is crazy.
It is. It's essentially a dark adventure puzzle game that's loaded with symbolism. While there are plenty of theories about what the story is all about, one that sticks out the most is that the main character is reliving childhood traumatic memories, and the only way out of Limbo is for him to deal with it. Number 21. Dark Origin of Minecraft. It's a crazy scientific theory for the ages, okay? One video gamer believes the world of Minecraft is actually a dead star, and the sun that orbits it is the Minecraft inhabitants' old world. Still with us? Essentially, in the old world, they faced extinction from the dying star, so they blew up their old world to create a new star, and moved to the dying star and began building on top of it to build a new inhabitable world. That's why when you get to the very bottom of the Minecraft world, you can't go any further, because it's a dead star. So when you look up on the sun orbiting the Minecraft world, you're looking at their old home. We said it was crazy.
That one's a little bit trickier to follow, just a little bit.
It's far-fetched.
Yeah.
Number 20. Mass Effect 3's hero is possessed by aliens.
I've played 1 and 2.
By the end of Mass Effect 3, you have 3 options. Control the Reapers, destroy the Reapers, or become the Reapers. It's a no-win situation because in each situation, Shepard dies. This fan theory suggests that the endings point to the Reaper spending the entire trilogy trying to indoctrinate Shepard to become a Reaper. At the end, the choice is to become a Reaper is deemed a good choice.
So yeah, I could see that actually.
Right. Number 19. Mario keeps Luigi from destroying the world. For a long time,
I've heard this one.
Many have believed Mario is the stronger, more capable of the two brothers. However, this theory postulates that Luigi is much more powerful than he puts on. In fact, he's so powerful that he could eventually destroy the world, and that's why he sticks with Mario wherever he goes, hoping that if he one day goes berserk, Mario will be there to stop him.
I'd heard that theory.
Number 18. Kirby is an apocalyptic world dweller. So Kirby, if you don't know, is a cute pink puffball who sucks up his enemies and turns them into stars. No one has ever equated this adorable world with a horrific post-apocalyptic nightmare until now. One fan theory suggests that in Kirby 64, Kirby wanders a post-apocalyptic frozen Earth ruled by robots, fully intent on killing Kirby before he saves the day.
He can now eat cars too, though.
Yep, he can eat everything. Number 17,
Zelda.
Majora's Mask is about the 5 stages of grief. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask is a bizarre and controversial follow-up of the widely popular Nintendo 64 game Ocarina of Time. It had a solid cult fan base, and many players have noticed the connection the story has with the 5 stages of grief. Clock Town is denial. Woodfall Temple is anger. Snowhead is bargaining. The Great Bay represents depression, and Ikana Valley represents acceptance. It's kind of cool. You know?
That would be... I've never heard of bargaining as a...
Bargaining to try to
I know...
stop what's coming. You know?
I've never heard that in the 5 stages of grief. I've heard the other 4.
It's called something else, but it means the same thing.
The...
Number 16, the Pokemon War Theory. So where are all the parents and adults in the Pokemon world? The war theory explains that there must have been a devastating war that wiped out most of the adults and only left behind a select few. The rest are children, running about trying to find monsters and making them fight each other. It makes sense as to why you don't have a lot of adults.
Well, yeah.
Number 15, Metal Gear Solid 3 never actually happened. Metal Gear Solid is a long-standing and popular tactical franchise that never seems to get old. However, some gamers took notice when Metal Gear Solid 3 showed clues that everything in the game might not be what it seems. The theory suggests that MGS3 starts right after MGS2. In the opening of MGS3, Solid Snake is told to start the Virtuous mission. He replies, Virtual mission. Some believe this line was intentional and pointed to the fact that the whole game is actually Solid Snake in a big virtual reality simulation. Number 14, the sad backstory of Super Smash Bros.
Oh no!
While most people equate Smash Bros. As standard fighting games like Tekken or Street Fighter, there's a lot more behind it. Starting with the first game all the way to the latest, Smash Bros. Secretly tells the story of creator Masahiro Sakurai growing up playing with Nintendo characters and moving on to actually create the characters for them. Sakurai actually created Kirby. In Smash Bros., the Nintendo characters are toys controlled by the Master Hand. In the theory, each game reveals how Sakurai feels about making the games, and it's surprisingly dark, including taboos, stress, and feeling torn in two.
Wow. That's deep.
Right? Number 13. Most Ubisoft games reside in the same universe. This is actually it. They've confirmed this. Much like the Naughty Dog combined universe theory, one video gamer promotes an even bigger theory. All major Ubisoft games reside in the same universe, including Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Ghost Recon, and Watch Dogs. The exception to this is the Division games, because in the Division games you can actually go to Ubisoft Studios in New York and see where they were making the games.
Mm.
So the exception is Division would be outside the realm of that universe and more in a universe that they make those games in.
Yeah, but there's still Easter eggs to
There are Easter eggs to all their games in it, but...
Because I know in one of the stores in Division 1 or 2 that you can go into, if you look up, there's a vent, and Sam is looking down at you.
Number 12. Squall doesn't make it out alive in Final Fantasy VIII.
Never played any of those, so
I didn't either. So this theory is essentially a dream theory, okay? It indicates that at the end of Disc 1 of Final Fantasy VIII, when Squall is pierced with ice and falls, he dies. The rest of the game, Disc 2 and on, is a dream or vision of what he sees before he dies. That's actually kind of cool theory. Number 11. Pokemon Lavender Town Suicide. While this is more of a myth and creepypasta than an actual theory, it's worth mentioning. Also called the Lavender Town Syndrome, the Pokemon Lavender theory claims that a peak in children's suicides on February 27, 1996 in Japan happened after visiting Lavender Town in the Pokemon Red and Blue games on the Nintendo Game Boy.
Why though?
It's more of like a creepy myth than anything else because it happened around the same time. Number 10. Mario and his friends are just actors.
No.
With Mario and his friends ending up in a myriad of different games, genres, including racing, sports, puzzle, and role-playing games. Many have wondered how
Yeah.
Mario and his friends can take on many roles. This theory suggests that Mario and his friends are just actors, and all the games are merely stages they play on. This theory is actually also based on the fact that in Super Mario Bros. 3, the whole game looks like it's being done on a stage. And if you watch the opening of the game, the curtains even raise.
I could see that. Yeah.
Number 9. Portal companion cubes hold human remains. So in Portal, the companion cubes act as pseudo characters and helpers to get through the many mazes. One theory suggests that they have a dark history, including having dead human bodies inside them.
That's not surprising though, because Portal has some creepy, proven
Yeah, Portal's
stuff.
creepy.
So I could see.
I can see that. Number 8. Silent Hill 2's Mary is in the trunk. So Silent Hill is freaky enough without more people throwing theories on it, okay?
Yeah.
In Silent Hill 2, James Sunderland's wife writes to him before she dies of an illness, requesting he meet her at their special spot. However, the theory states that she never died of an illness. James murdered her and put her body in the trunk. She was in the car trunk the entire time.
I've never played those, so I can't.
I've played some of them, but I've not
I
played
can't
that.
speak on that.
Number 7. In Max Payne 3, the ex-cop is a ghost. So spoiler alert, in Max Payne 3, he is frequently visited by a fat ex-cop who has a wife and daughter. Many believe this character is actually a ghost, haunting Max of the life he could have had if his wife and daughter had not died.
Max Payne 3.
It also makes more sense when you think about the fact that that
No.
NPC is never seen interacting with other people. Only Max.
Yes, he is.
When?
He interacts with the girls you're protecting.
Do they ever interact back?
Yeah. He's got a crush for one of the girls.
I don't remember that. I
Yeah.
haven't played the game in a while.
I can break that theory because I've played the game.
Or they could also see the ghost.
Nah.
You know. Number 6. Animal Crossing is about a child abducting cult. Just when you thought video game conspiracy theories couldn't get any darker, they went and made Animal Crossing creepy. This theory claims Animal Crossing is about human trafficking, making you an indentured servant and brainwashing you into joining a creepy cult. Actually, now that we think about it, that makes a lot of sense when you think about Animal Crossing.
I'm not a Nintendo Switch user, so I wouldn't know anything about that.
I refuse to play it. Number 5. The Skyrim Apocalypse Theory.
I've heard this one too.
The land of Skyrim is a massive world full of mysteries and uncharted secrets. One specific mystery revolves around 5 bug jars scattered across Skyrim with different bugs inside and runes under each lid. Some have theorized if all bug jars are collected and the runes are deciphered, it'll mean the total and utter annihilation of all mankind. So do us all a favor and leave them alone.
Yeah.
Number 4. Donkey Kong Country is anti-American propaganda. So many know Donkey Kong as the villain stealing princess and fighting Mario in the original Marios.
Yeah.
But in Donkey Kong Country, he becomes the hero. He fights his own villain, American imperialism. In this theory, Donkey Kong is on a Caribbean island trying to steal back the bananas that King K. Rool stole. During President Roosevelt's time in office, the U.S. helped big business take over the banana trade and allowed monopolies to thrive there. The theory speculates Donkey Kong is essentially fighting President Roosevelt. This connection, plus the fact that many of the villains are also dressed like American military grunts, and you have a very compelling argument.
I could see that.
I could too.
And I mean, isn't Donkey Kong... It was a Nintendo.
It wasn't into.
So that's... yeah. That's...
You ready for this one?
I'm not going to go any deeper with that.
Number 3.
What?
Fallout 3 predicted Deepwater Horizon. So, Deepwater Horizon was the massive oil rig that caught fire in the Gulf.
Yeah.
So, in the game Fallout 3, players can receive radio transmissions from various radio stations about the haggard, post-apocalyptic city of Washington, D.C. Some of these transmissions are Morse code. One theory claims to have interpreted the Morse code, and one of them predicted the Deepwater Horizon oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico. I don't really believe that one, but it's a cool theory.
I mean, The Simpsons have
predicted a lot.
Predicted a lot, so why can't a video game?
Number 2, Ares wasn't supposed to die in Final Fantasy VII. So anyone who played Final Fantasy VII did not want Ares to die. Especially if they built her up to be a powerful character. Some thought the death felt rushed and out of nowhere, which led to a prominent theory. Originally, she was never meant to die. The theory claims the narrative never called for Ares to die, but was quickly put in to shake things up and create chaos. Another theory, similar to this one, states that Ares was meant to die, but was also meant to be resurrected later in the game, but the creators decided against it. And number 1, Zelda Breath of the Wild is Zelda 3 in the Hyrule timeline. So there are numerous Zelda games, okay, released after the original Legend of Zelda. Many have assumed they never followed a concrete timeline, but were sole adventures, games of their own. However, this fan theory suggests there is a mythology tying all of the games together, and that the Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, and Zelda Breath of the Wild follow each other chronologically. This means Breath of the Wild is technically Zelda 3. Reasons for this include Zelda falling into a deep sleep at the end of Zelda 2, and Link and Zelda waking from a deep sleep at the beginning of Breath of the Wild. The old Hyrule destroyed in Breath of the Wild, and the lack of any mention of the Triforce, which is mentioned in the other Zelda games.
That's more your...
I only played the first couple Zeldas. I never played any of the new ones, so I'm not really sure on that one.
I need Josh here to answer.
But it's a cool theory.
Because I've never... But, since we're at the end now, guys, I will say, if you want to discuss the Max Payne theory more with me...
Or any other theories.
Yeah, any of the other theories. I'm always looking for comments, anything you want to say. I'll be happy to discuss with you. But I'm pretty sure I can bust the Max Payne theory 100%. Because I played the game religiously. I've beat it like 5 or 6 times by now. So, I pretty much know what goes on in that game. It's one of my favorite game series altogether. So, anyway, if y'all want to discuss any of these theories or anything, y'all can always comment and let us know.
We'll be glad to talk.
Glad to talk. But anyway, guys, we will see you guys next time.
God bless you guys. Y'all have a good one.
Y'all have a good one.